Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We don't see too much movement today, which is fine. You know, we had quite a lot of volatile days now, but it is all moving currently within the lines of the expectations that I outlined in the previous video and videos. You know, we talked about here 2 days ago already about this potential triangle which might be forming here for the wave 4. And this is materializing now. And we can see here, we can count a wave A, we can count a wave B, we can count a wave C, we can count a wave D. And when we came down here, I told you that we'll probably see a small rally to the upside in a wave E, which is what we currently can see. I mean, don't get me wrong, this triangle can still be invalidated if we go above the wave A high, which is at $23,300. But for now, it is pretty much adhering very well to the forecast here. And the wave E short rally is taking place. I mean, don't really call it a rally. It could even be that the wave E, here this one, is already done. And the reason for that is that we came down in the wave D, we're moving up in the wave E. That doesn't necessarily need to be a super long wave, but what you would normally expect here in such a wave E is a 3-wave move, an A, a B, and a C. That is certainly an absolute possibility, but don't get me wrong, it could even move higher. We currently have no indication that it is over yet, but we can already count 3 waves. Okay, so it is just something to look at now, especially as we came to that previous, here there's a bit of a resistance in this zone where we currently are. Yeah, we had a bit of resistance here, and now again. And this could already be the move down. If we now see, let's say, a bearish engulfing candle or something like that, and we break below this moving average here on the 1-hour chart, that could already push us down below the triangle. And what would be important to break out of the triangle to the downside is to get the validation, that this was a triangle and that we're actually breaking down here. Oops, let me just chose the wrong tools. So coming A, B, C, D, E, and a good indication that wave 4 is over, because the wave 4 is always ending at the end of the triangle, and that we are going to break out to the triangle to the downside would be a good indication, would be a move below the wave D low at $20,240. But even better, and actually confirmation, would be if we break below the wave B low, which is below $20,100 pretty much, So we want to move below the wave B low to really get confirmation that this wave E is over. The wave E can extend further, absolutely it can, and I think it will, if we manage to get above the previous swing high here of the wave E, which is at 21,334. So if you see that breaking, I think then we can move all the way up to the AC line here, that descending trend line, but we don't need to get there. And if we don't stop here at the trend line, that is not a problem yet for this scenario. It could even move to the wave C high at 23,000 pretty much. And if we go above that, I think that would be a pretty strong indication that this triangle is not going to work out. But for now, it is pointing further to the downside. Don't get me wrong. This triangle can still extend out further. This is the current wave count. If we get new price information in, we might have to move them around. We had this situation before where I had to move the wave D over here, for example, if this becomes, for example, a larger C wave, so all of this is possible. So, but currently we're tracking this, and until we have a breakout, bear in mind that triangles themselves are very hard to trade because they can move shape. But here you have very clear support and resistance lines defined, but they can extend out, they become larger, so be aware of that. I would personally wait for a breakout here, and for me the probabilities are that the breakout goes to the downside of this triangle. It is the same situation that we had up here in this larger triangle as well, where we had pretty much the same pattern, A, B, C, D, E, in this in this triangle. And I remember that when I because we had a few indications here that we were already breaking out to the downside earlier. In the end, it became a very large wave 4 up here, and a WXY pattern, and the Y wave consisted then of the triangle So that's what I mean, we had a triangle here in the beginning as well, and it just reformed, reshaped in this wave 4, and it created a new pattern. And I already had people laughing because, oh yeah, you always predict the move down, but in the end it happened. It just became a larger wave 4, and my view is still here as well. I just cannot come to a different conclusion at the moment, other than that we are going down from here. There is a probability now, and certainly a probability that we are going up from here and that the low is already in for Bitcoin. But it is fairly small, and until I see evidence, why would I go with it? Until I see a breakout at least above the 23,300, and I'm talking here about a huge move up here, above that, and something that is very impulsive, something that is very bullish with volume behind it, then we can be more confident that the low has already been in. And don't get me wrong, even with this wave count, we could possibly construct a wave count that would allow the low to be in. For example, we could count this currently as a 1-2. So we could count here a wave 1, here a wave 2, the next one would be a wave 3. But this would be the moment where we now would need to come up and very impulsively would need to break out above the $23,300 level, yeah. And if we see a 5-wave move, which is quite clear, then we can be quite certain that the low for Bitcoin was in. But until we see that confirmation, we cannot just make a guess and go with it. We don't want to hope. We want to have evidence. Hope and hopium, as you will find it on many other channels and generally in the crypto space, is just in financial markets not a good partner. Yeah, it is just not a good partner. We want to have the probabilities on our side, and we want to apply logic, stay calm, and just wait for evidence. It's like don't panic when the price suddenly starts to move up. We want to always wait for confirmation, ideally, to understand trend reversal, because if you just speculate, the trend reversal might not have happened. It's pretty much like a train station. You wait for a train, and if you miss the train, then you won't run after the train, right? You will just wait for the next train, and there will always be another train in the next dip. And especially in the beginning of an uptrend, there will be quite strong dips. So there's always an opportunity to jump onto the next train. So that is my view of Bitcoin here at the moment. By the way, fear and greed index super low at the moment. All of this indicates that we are really, really close to the low. It doesn't mean that we have to move up already. It can mean, certainly, as I expected, that we will make one more low. For example, a key level that would be suitable would be the 17K level, or more precise, the 16.9K level, which is the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level of this overall move down of Bitcoin. Yeah, we had the wave 1 here. This is currently a wave 2, and a move down to that next Fib level here at 16.9K would certainly allow for support and would allow for the price to have another opportunity to turn around if it doesn't manage to do it within the 20K area. Don't get me wrong, turning around in the 20K area would be amazing, and it would actually perfectly fulfill my primary expectation from back in November, December, when I told you that in the range between 20 and 28.6K, I expect the reversal, yeah. But even in the current scenario of a wave 2, we certainly can go lower. I don't have a problem with breaking the 20K level, because I made that forecast 7 months ago. So if we break a little bit below that, not a problem. And I even told you that the current Elliott Wave count, also the larger scale Elliott Wave count, allows for a move down all the way to 10.6K. Now, it is all about probabilities, and I don't expect this, yeah. It would be a lot of much more downside for Bitcoin from the current price, but it is unfortunately what a wave 2 still allows. It is still possible in a wave 2 to get down to that level, and here you get just to the limits of what such a forecast can give you, because we are in the area where we can say, all right, Bitcoin has fulfilled all the requirements for this correction. We just now need to wait for the reversal to understand if the low is really in. And as long as we don't have that, we cannot confirm and we cannot call the bottom, right? We can't call it because we want to wait for confirmation, okay? And then we can call it. Okay, that is my view about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership. Here you can get access to the Telegram live chat rooms, the Discord server, and also a weekly live stream. We have the next one on Sunday at 1700 UTC. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.